Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in on our pre-match build-up show. Manchester City versus Liverpool. Liverpool off the back of winning their 19th Premier League title. Chelsea doing us a little favour against the citizens anyway. But I'm joined by two very special guests tonight. Mickey Friars. There we go. Say hello, Mickey.
How you doing, Jack? Congratulations, Liverpool winning the league.
Get in, mate. Thank you very much for taking the time out to come on tonight, mate. It's a new platform, everyone, and using new software. So, Connor, the absolute legend, here he is from the COP Council. Thank you very much for coming on.
Hey, hello, everyone. Thanks for having me on, Jack. And I don't know if anyone else knows, but Liverpool are Premier League champions. It's been 30 years too long, but yeah, thanks for having me on, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much. He's brought me to this new technology, which has probably been on the world for like about 10 years, but I've just discovered it. But thank you very much, Connor, for it. We're going to see if this works anyway. But Calvin, evening. Hope you are okay. Nice one, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in on the live stream, mate. It's a new feature anyway, but hopefully this is a lot more easier anyway than usual. But I wanted to get Mickey and Connor on. If you're new around here, make sure you are heading over to the COP Council, Connor's fantastic channel. He does pre-match shows. What? You've got a bit of everything on your channel, mate, haven't you?
This is like a promo shoot now. So match reactions, match previews, transfers, everything to do with Liverpool. Of course, I have Jack on my channel as well, and Mickey as well, and of course we have Doug and Dave on as well. And yeah, we all have a laugh together. And yeah, hopefully when we can do, we are all going to get drunk together in Liverpool and celebrate us winning the Premier League.
Yeah, can't wait, mate. Right, I'm going to let the cat out in a little second, but we'll start today's show, everyone, in terms Jack 11 FIFA. All right, absolute legends, Jack 11 FIFA. Thank you very much for tuning in, every single one of you. We will be featuring all your comments as well, so it's a new feature that I like anyway. So your comments will be shown on the screen. But as we go throughout, thank you so much for every single one of you for tuning in. But we'll start with Mickey. Could this be a start of something very new? Liverpool really dominating English football. I think I spoke on Doug's channel. Won't spoil it, but head over to Doug's video anyway. He's getting he's probably uploaded it now. So head over to the OutFootball Channel. Another absolute legendary guest I have on the channel anyway. But we spoke heavily on that, Mickey, in terms of Liverpool's performance base really rising over the last couple of years, 2 years, mate. But do you think this is really the changing point now of Liverpool dominating English football?
There's a few factors in that. At the moment, we're top, and we're top by a country mile, which means everybody else has got to catch us up. Which means, and the market's a bit iffy at the moment, and money's a bit tight for all clubs. So the catch-up's going to be probably take a little bit longer. There's only really Man City and Chelsea I can see challenging us next year. Depending on the UEFA findings in the Man City case, if they get banned from Europe, it could help them in the league if they keep the players, but it could also be like a two-sided coin where they lose players. But looking how Klopp's got them, we've got a core basis of players that are the best in the league, first choice 11. I think where we lack is squad depth in quality. We've got a good squad, but the quality is a lot dropped down from the first 11. So if we buy the right players in the summer, and I don't mean we have to go out and buy 50, 200 million pound players. If we buy the right mix of players in the summer, cover the areas that we need covering so we can get rests, we could go on next season and hopefully do, what this group of players should do is go on and win a treble, a decent, I know we won the treble this year, but I mean like European Cup, FA Cup and Premier League.
Yeah. Sorry about rambling there, everyone. The cat in the background put me off my strides. So apologies to Mickey and Connor. They were probably like, what is he talking about? But it's got me it should have cat cam in the background. I think we can settle for that next episode. But Lewis, nice one for dropping in, mate. Every single one of you. I want to pose a question to every single one of you. Really, what do you think will be the score prediction? Everyone at home watching, I will feature all your comments in, as I said, at the top of the show. But it's going to be an exciting occasion, isn't it, Connor, in terms of we absolutely battered them 3-1 at Anfield. I think that was Fabinho. I think it was very first Premier League goal. And off the back of his power driver against Crystal Palace, do you reckon potentially he could do that again? Or I'm hoping we absolutely batter them, mate. What are your thoughts and expectations for the Manchester City game?
Oh, it'll be, the first game of the champions. You need to make it look like we are champions. We need to make it, the best as we can possibly be. And like you say, Fabinho last time, with that absolute wonder strike, to get that goal. And also as well, Liverpool that day were just superb. Man City, like the first half an hour, I think that was probably the best football that they've played all season, and they still couldn't do anything against us, which, I think that shows, a good sign for us this season, of course, with us being champions. And as you can see in the background with me, champions flag, I think all of us, we've got that now, but I'm expecting a tough game. I am going to be honest with you. I do think that Liverpool, they're going to come out and they're going to try and win, because now I think the next, target then now is to get over that 100 points. And I think that is the main aim now for the season, is to get over 100 points and beat all the records. And I think that the other thing as well is that Man City, they're going to want to make a statement towards next season. I think, Guardiola's biggest thing could be, beating the champions. So I think it'd be tough, but I do think Liverpool will do the same like they did at Anfield. And I think Liverpool will, make it look, a pretty convincing win towards the end.
Yeah, you're spot on there. That's what I'm excited to see. And Mickey mentioned it before as well. I mentioned the change in tide, really, but this is an opportunity for Liverpool, everyone at home, but I'll ask you to in a sec. In terms of EZ Scotty, hey mate, nice one, lad, for dropping in. The Unbearables 2020, probably with the best YouTube name out there anyway. I might name your channel that a bit later on next year to change it to that. Nice one, mate. 3-0 to City, boys. Won't be 3-0 City, the Unbearables. You reckon it'll be 3-0 to City? Or us. It won't be up for the game. Oh, City won't be up for the game. Sorry, lad. Lewis, score predictions, fellas. Well, we'll get Mickey's score prediction and Connor's right now. I'm not spoiling on Doug's channel, but Connor, let's start with your score prediction, mate. What would you like the score to be?
I said a score prediction on Doug's channel, and I'm going to change it because we've had a little bit of time to think about it. So for me, I'm going to go with a 3-1 Liverpool. I'm going to go for the exact same scoreline that it was at Anfield. I think that, Mo is a couple of goals away now from being first in the Golden Boot. So I think Mo is going to score 2. And I think, who should score? I think Henderson's going to score the other goal as well. And then Liverpool can hopefully win 3-1 and just laugh in City's faces all day long.
Yeah, Mickey, I'm going to go, everyone, I'm going to go 4-0. I know I should have went with that with the Crystal Palace result anyway. I wanted to be a bit dubious, really, and not be a bit too gung-ho, because I think I went 4-0 in the Everton game, and it was probably the worst derby we've seen in a very long time, mate. But I'm going to go over 4-0. Mickey, would you go to something similar? Or
It's going to be a baller of a game, an absolute baller, and I'm going 4-2. I think it's going to be end-to-end, beautiful football. Both teams have got a point to make for next season. So, and if City do attack us, just playing to our hands, because we love that.
Yeah, absolutely legend. I can't wait. This is probably one of the most anticipated Liverpool-Manchester City games has probably been in a very long time. Let's get to all great points from Mickey, LFC World. Absolutely spot on comments from Mickey as always. 3-0, the Unbearables. Yeah, 3-0 Liverpool. Sorry, I misread that. I'm trying to fiddle with all the technology in the background anyway. But yeah, this is from Jack 11 FIFA. Bobby masterclass incoming. We will run rings, especially with no Fernandinho. 3-1 to the Redmen. Nice one, Jack. And I think he's spot on there and highlighting Jack Connor in terms of Fernandinho single-handedly handing Liverpool the title. Absolute legend. Nice one, Fernandinho, for doing that. I think he wants a bit of time off anyway. He deserves it after that game. But it presents opportunities for Otamendi, the absolutely legendary Argentinian centre-back, coming into the lineup, really. And I think he will be out the window coming the summer window anyway. But it's Otamendi, and it'd be interesting to see Fernandinho. He has been playing in that central defensive role in centre-back anyway, Connor. Do you think Rodri could possibly get dropped into the centre-back position, or do you think it will be Otamendi? And do you think that will be an opportunity for Liverpool and a position in the pitch to really isolate the Argentinian?
I think that Rodri, I don't think they'll put Rodri there because he's struggling right now at defensive midfielder, let alone centre back. That's a completely different, kettle of fish, a centre back. Fernandinho has struggled at times this season, and Fernandinho's been one of the best defensive midfielders, in the Premier League, well, probably world football as well over the last couple of years. So I think they'll go Otamendi, but then if they do go Otamendi, like the previous comment saying about Bobby Firmino masterclass incoming, the whole front three is going to have, Jack saying, but Bobby masterclass, the whole front three are going to have, a world ride over Otamendi, and especially whoever they play left back as well, because Mendy as well, he did not have a good game against Chelsea. Zinchenko as well, he's not good defensively. So I think if Liverpool's front three are in, they're up for the game, then Liverpool are going to have an absolute field day against Man City's defence, and it's just going to be terrifying if you're a Man City supporter, which there aren't any. By the way, there are very minimal things on the earth, but of course, I think Liverpool are going to have an absolute field day. If it's Otamendi, if it's Rodri, if it's even Laporte as well, I think they'll have an absolute field day.
Yeah, McKindo, Ryan Mattox with his R9, is that his 92? Is that a set? He's got R9 as a centre back. Ryan, he wasn't a centre back, but I think that's the centre back card. Chill on there, but nice one, Ryan, for dropping in the comment section below, mate. The Unbeatables, Trent hat-trick, free kick and a pen would be nice. Mickey, be interesting to see in terms of the focus, really, of Manchester City. Do you think the focus will be on the Champions League for Manchester City? And obviously the cup games, I think they played like 3 games in like 7-10 days. Really, so they will be interchanging players really in terms of trying to keep the fitness levels up. But I'm not saying City will not be up for this, but do you think that could possibly play into Liverpool's hands in terms of the dominance I'm not, Pep Guardiola does not like getting beat anyway, but do you think he might change a couple of players and really shift his focus to the cup games, or do you think Guardiola's mindset will be solely on the Liverpool game?
Knowing Pep, he don't like losing matches at all. I think it won't affect them thinking about the cup games. They'll take each game as it comes because they are a professional side. Let's be honest, they were the best Premier League side of all time until we overtake them this year. But going forward, they will want to set a marker. They will want to set a marker. Make sure they finish second by country mile to give us some. They want to get us to think about them for next season, and that's what their aim will be now. That's what we did to them last year, and it seemed to work. So they might try the same tactic. I think Ferguson was the master at this when he was around. If he didn't win the league that year, he made sure that he beat the team that was going to win the league, if you know what I mean, towards the end of the season, to throw down that marker. Look, we're going nowhere. We'll see you next season. And I think that's what they're going to do. like I said at start the stream, what happens in that trial depends massively what happens to Man City. If they get let off, we're in for a fight.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. Doug, yeah, go ahead, join. I was hoping you joined at the beginning, but obviously you're a bit busy anyway. But if you, the link should be in the comment section below anyway, mate. So hop on, let me know if you're in the. I'll be able to see you in a new studio, in the studio format. But Connor, in terms as Mickey's just said, then Manchester City's exile from potentially Europe in terms of the 2 years. So, as I said, it's so important. Liverpool do make this. I think you used to just hit the nail on the head at the top of the show as well. In terms of this, could be it's the pinnacle really. Liverpool coming to this game, Klopp would be wanting to be like, right, this is the moment where we should show the rest of the Premier League, not just in England, but the Spanish Barcelona's, every league around Europe, that Liverpool, the force that once was 30 years ago in domestic teams and in European teams, to really, they've come back to the table really, and Jurgen has brought them to the top of the pinnacle of European football last year. But domestically now, Liverpool are fighting on all fronts. And do you think this is the moment now in the next 12 months coming up? This is the time really to, as Mickey said, Manchester United done it so well, really, in terms of replenishing the player base. But this is the moment now for Liverpool really to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and show the whole world why we are the best team in Europe and in England.
Yeah, defo. I think that we need to now set the mark for next season. The league's won, it's done. Yes, we can, go for the achievements of 100 points, over 100 points, the record amount of wins and things like this. But we need to set that marker, and beating Manchester City on Thursday will be the beginning of it. And I've said on my channel, I think that Liverpool, for me, they're going to dominate for the next 5 years. I think that Liverpool are so better equipped to go and challenge for stuff over the next 5 years over Manchester City. Of course, things will change if, they do get that ban. But if they do have it, they're going to lose the likes of De Bruyne. They're going to lose Sterling. They're going to lose Aguero. And all of their players as well are coming to the age of 29, 30, 31. Liverpool, all right, yes, we do have players going into 27, 28, 29, but that's it. They still got another 3 or 4 years of, in their peak, then you could say. And I think Fernandinho as well, you look at City, he was meant to be retiring this season, but I think now he's going to be, staying for another year and then maybe having a look. So, there's a massive rebuild incoming at Manchester City. And I'm going to be honest, I think that Chelsea, if they can get their act together and, if Timo Werner can, set sail in the Premier League, then I think Chelsea will be bigger threats next season than Manchester City, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, spot on there, lad. Doug, I'll add them to if this works, are you there, lad? Yeah, them.
Hello.
There we go. It's magic. Hey, nice one for joining, mate. If you're not aware of Doug's channel and Connor's as well, Connor's is the Cop Council. Make sure you do head over there and subscribe. And Doug from the Dugout Football Channel, mate. I'm not too sure in terms, but make sure all their links are in the description after the video. I don't know if you could have set it up before. You probably could, but I first time using this software anyway. So I'm new, but nice one, Doug. Just quickly, straight off the bat, mate, in terms of, are you excited for this game? What are your general thoughts? What do you expect in the game of Man City?
Do you know what? Look, I mean, obviously, like if you go into a game against Manchester City, like you'd obviously be cautious, etc. But I'm actually feeling really confident for a change, and this is the thing. They're obviously going to be in a low mood, obviously having lost to Chelsea, and I actually think the way they're defending at the moment, we can actually get their back four, Mendy's know the best. Zinchenko's know the best. Kyle Walker, he's getting on a wee bit. Obviously, they've got Cancelo, who never even plays, and Rodri, who I think, if I'm being honest, is one of the flops of the season. So, and there's no Aguero as well. So, City are definitely needing a big rebuild. But yeah, I'm really confident going into this game.
Yeah, spot on, lad. Thank you very much, as I said before. Thank you for every single one of you for jumping in anyway. Yeah, okay, boys, who should we sign? I think LFC, I'll get to that at the back end of the show, mate. Nice one for coming, dropping that comment. And I think that'll be very important in terms of how Liverpool and especially Manchester City do go. But I will come back to that, mate. But thank you for dropping it in. Just an interesting one from Jack 11 FIFA as well. If they get 2 years in terms of the European ban, he's discussing, I want us to sign Kevin De Bruyne. If they get a 1 year, I think he will stay. Mickey, that's a spot on comment there by Jack. I'd love nothing more. As I said, I think every single one of us and every football fan around world football, they'd love nothing more than to see the Belgium in their squad. But he's a Liverpool fan, isn't he? I don't think he'd in the background. I can remember seeing a tweet and a comment from him saying he is a Liverpool fan all those years ago, but might have changed allegiances. Obviously being a Manchester City player now, but could you see that potentially happening if Liverpool are to continue this dominance in the Premier League?
Like I said, like Jack 11 FIFA said, 1 year ban. I think he's going to stay. He's going to give him a bit of faith. 2 years. I can't see him thinking, I'm going to stay here 2 years and then maybe not the third year, not be in the Champions League. Players like Kevin De Bruyne need to be in the Champions League. Going on his allegiance to Liverpool, okay, he's at Man City now. He's grown to love Man City. But there's always something about your childhood club. Yeah. You will all, if the opportunity arose, I'm sure that he would get his agents to look into it. I'm not so sure whether Liverpool will pay the money for the player of his caliber at his age. Liverpool tend to spend big money on younger players, but there's no doubting Kevin De Bruyne would improve any football team in the world. There isn't a football team that he wouldn't get into and not improve. He would be, to me, the creative midfielder that we've been missing for the last 3 years. And I've always said, and Connor knows from the time he's known me, how good would we be if we had a creative midfielder added to what we've already got?
Yeah, spot on there, lad. And we could always dream, but you never know in football. As Mickey said, then childhood dreams do potentially come. I'm not too sure how long he's got left on. Is he just currently signed a contract? Does anyone know? Has he signed a new deal over the last couple of years?
Not sure. I don't pay much attention to Man City players, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's got like 3 or 4 years still on his contract.
Yeah, it would be interesting. Yeah. And I think it was the City players. I think it was like 6 months ago. Like they all come out saying and Real Madrid spoke heavily again about Real Madrid. Sterling talked about Real Madrid heavily in an interview, didn't he? He probably spoke about City previously when he was at Liverpool. He'll jump ship to any club in world football, really, if you give him enough money, like he did with us anyway with City. In terms of young variables, Jack, would you and the guys be upset if we don't bring anyone in? I think we shouldn't bring anyone in and play the kids more next year. Connor, your thoughts on what the unbearables have to say there, lad?
I think you always need to add to the squad. I think we've seen champions in the past. For example, like Manchester City, that 1 year that I think that when they first won it, they didn't add anything at all, and I think that was the crying shame to them. And I think that they totally did lost them, and they didn't carry on their form. I think as well, Manchester United in the past as well, I believe, the season before they signed Robin van Persie, they didn't bring anyone in that much. Then they brought Van Persie in and he won them the league. So I think you always have to add one or two players. But I do agree in the sense that I do think the kids will get a lot more game time. If the likes of Shaqiri leaves, I think Harvey Elliott will be his replacement. I think, Curtis Jones is going to be Adam Lallana's replacement. And then, you've got Nico Williams. He's quite easily Nathaniel Klein's replacement. He already is, in a theory. So, them three, that's pretty much simple of that. But I know you got Saku from Arsenal right now. That rumor is that Liverpool could be going in for him as well. So, just one or two additions to the squad, and then, I'll just be happy with that. But if they didn't bring anyone in, I would be happy with just playing the likes of Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, and Nico Williams as well.
Yeah, spot on, that. Mickey, you want to say something?
Listen, the kids are going to get their chance next year. Remember, the kids have got a few more years left. I think as a title-winning side, we don't need to add 4 or 5 players like we needed 3 or 4 years ago. We just need to add 1 or 2 quality players into the squad just to mix it up a bit, make it a bit different. It doesn't mean we need to buy world stars. You can buy players like I spoke earlier to you guys privately. Martinelli from Arsenal. I think he's a fantastic prospect. He's good enough. He's good enough to be in that next echelon down from the front three. And I don't think there'd be much drop in quality if he came in and played. I think, but the problem with Origi, although he's a god for what he scored, the drop in quality when he comes on is massive. And I think we need to improve on that. But and listen, Klopp has found superstars for nothing. And if you look this season, there is a lot of fantastic players on free transfers. And my tip for a proven player that has been great every season, he doesn't always get picked, and he's won the league before and he's won trophies, he's Wilhelm or William, wherever you want to, what's his name, from Chelsea?
William,
not William. Willian. I can never pronounce his name, but he's a fantastic player. I know we were looking at him years ago, and I know he's a bit old now, but a free transfer. Look what James Milner did. James Milner brought us into. I think he would be a fantastic signing, and he wouldn't cost Liverpool much money. I think the Lallana wages and the Shaqiri wages when they sell him will more than make up to pay for him anyway. We'll probably be making more money. I think Liverpool would be foolish not to try and get him.
Yeah, spot on there. And everyone, if you're watching, I think every single one of us, Mickey, Doug, and Connor anyway, I think we will jump on a live stream, probably talk heavily at length, really, I think this week or whenever everyone's free anyway, in terms of transfers. I think that could be a big show, get every single one of you involved in. In terms of team selection, Doug, how do you feel Liverpool and possibly Manchester City? We'll start off with Liverpool, mate. Do you reckon Liverpool will line up? Will it be with the same lineup that we had against Crystal Palace? Absolutely demolished them 4-0. Or do you think Klopp might tinker with a couple of players here and there?
I've always said never change a winning team. So I would keep the same team, but I am in agreement with potentially Ox maybe starting because he's got a very good record against Manchester City. We all know from obviously the Champions League and obviously the Premier League at Anfield, 2 fantastic goals as well, and he always seems to play very, very well against City. But yeah, for me, I would probably keep the same team, to be honest. I don't know who you really sort of bring out. The only one I think you would probably bring out is probably Wijnaldum, in all honesty. But just going to what Mickey said about Martinelli, it's quite weird that Martinelli actually got turned down by Manchester United many, many years ago. And obviously, he obviously is at Arsenal at the moment. But yeah, he'd be a fantastic signing. As far as City concerned, I think Ederson will start. I think it'll be Walker. I think John Stones will come in. I think Stones, Laporte. I'm going to hopefully say Mendy because Mendy, for me, has been absolutely woeful. Everyone was comparing him to Andy Robertson in, if you remember, 2017, 2018. And that look where he is now. Absolutely rubbish. I and then I think they'll play Rodri. I think they'll play David Silva. I can see Phil Foden starting this game. No idea why, but I can just see Phil Foden playing, and then I can see De Bruyne, Jesus, and Sterling.
Yeah. Be interesting. Aguero's out anyway, in terms of injury yet again. I think he's going to be a huge miss. He used to love. I know Mignolet always, when we used to have Mignolet, he used to struggle against Manchester City, especially against Aguero. The amount of goals he used to concede from mad angles. I love Aguero as a player. Just wish he played for us, and he signed for us all those years ago. Gutted Torres couldn't have put a word in anyway, but I absolutely love him as a player. But he's a phenomenal player. Probably one of the best strikers in the Premier League era anyway. Definitely up there. Mickey and go ahead, Doug.
He's a big miss for City. Aguero, absolutely big miss. I think their levels drop with Jesus in the side when they do with Aguero. I think they're much better with Aguero in the team than they are with Jesus.
Yeah, spot on there, La. I think potentially in the probably City will heavily spend. Everyone, let us know your comments in the comment section below on strikers, because as much as Gabriel Jesus is a fantastic player, but he's not on, as Doug said, Den and Mickey and the lads and Connor as well. He's not onto the level of the level and difference on drop as well is massive. But we'll get to you, Mickey and Connor, in a little second. Just get to a couple more comments. Just in terms of when we were talking about the transfers, nice one. Everything going is for dropping your comments in. Ryan Massox, players like Kevin De Bruyne and Koulibaly would take you to the next level, personally, for me. I think you're absolutely spot on there. Everything going on, the lads is agreeing with that. That's dreamland transfers, mate, to tell you. The stuff I do for both of them in our team.
That's like comparing a pizza from Iceland to a pizza in Napoli. You know what I mean?
But say Asda's own pizzas are all sort of saying that Asda's own pizza, like the super ones. They're all nice, but if you're on a budget, but if you want to splash the cash in Asda, you can go to your 10 quid pizzas. But they're huge, like big ones. But yeah.
Those Koulibaly rumours just do not go away, do they?
Oh yeah, don't get me started on them.
Sky have come out today and said Liverpool aren't interested, so I believe Liverpool aren't interested. I think it's his agent trying to ramp up the fee.
But it was like with Manchester City, though, wasn't it? There was a rumour yesterday that he had agreed personal terms with City. It's like, fine, we don't need him at Liverpool. It would be nice, but we don't need him.
Yeah,
and Salah's run rings around him already. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, Cavani on a free.
Yeah, El Nino, nice one. Hopefully that is you, Torres. Thank you very much for joining
us. Atletico Madrid.
Yes, he is.
Cavani.
Yeah,
Cavani. I'm pretty sure he's away to Atletico.
He is.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Whoever signs him, especially obviously Griezmann going to Barcelona, I think there's a big gaping hole in that Atletico Madrid striking force anyway. But nice one. Torres laugh for dropping in. Appreciate it. Jack has commented, I'm all for giving the kids some minutes, but I think we need to continue to strengthen whilst we are on top to stay here. Absolutely spot on there, mate. I think Mickey hit the nail on the head, and Connor as well, just before Doug during the live stream. Manchester United, Mickey, as you said before, United heavily done that in the Fergie era. The Berbatovs, when he come in from Spurs, Fergie locked him in a room and said, "You're not signing for anyone else bar Manchester United." His stringent, mad transfer negotiations. Don't think Berbatov wanted to leave the room anyway if you're locked in there with Fergie. But yeah, Jack's spot on there, Mickey, in terms of Liverpool need to continue to buy at the top, like Ryan said there before with his comments. Koulibaly and Kevin De Bruyne, they're the players that Liverpool need to really sign to really keep on top in terms of the European game. Would you agree with that, Mickey?
I would agree that, but we also have to look at, though they're world stars, there is players out there that probably Klopp's identified that are the next world stars.
Yeah,
and we have a great knack of buying relegated players. So let's have a look who gets relegated first, and then see who they've got available. And I'm thinking here out loud, Jack Grealish. So
yeah, or Timo Pukki for Ballon d'Or next year. Do you reckon?
do you know what?
You did there first.
Talking of Norwich, if they do go down, I reckon we could pick up Campbell, and he would be he would be a baller.
Yeah, I absolutely love him as a player.
I want Jamal Lewis as well as left back cover. I think he's absolutely fantastic.
Does he predominantly play down the left there, Doug? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Max Aarons on the right and Lewis on the left.
Sounds.
I like Gregory as well in the middle.
Yeah, they're a fantastic squad, Norwich, and I think the way in which they approached the first game of the season, Norwich, they posed Liverpool questions. Norwich got in a couple of times, and against the European champions, not an easy feat. But I think what's hindered them is to continue to play like they're playing in the Championship, and you can't do that, can you?
It's a problem with being in the Premier League is that they concede too many goals. They attack really well. I would be probably the first one to say they're probably going to be the best ever Premier League team to finish bottom. Because they've got very good attack, they've got a good up and coming defence. Midfield's not too bad either, and they've got a penalty kick king stopper in Tim Krul as well. So I would be very, very sad if Norwich went down because they're a lovely club, and it'd be very, very sad to see them go down. But the thing is, if they do go down, I'd be confident in them coming straight back up. Yeah,
spot on. You've got great characters, Brendan would like to say, in terms of football and philosophy. But yes, spot on there, mate. LFC World. Oh, here we go. It wouldn't be a stream if it wasn't a back 2020. Nice one for coming. I should have put that as my title anyway. Just think of the hundreds of thousands of views we would have got. But
why does that not? No one. This is what I don't get about the Mbappe, and this is where I think there may lie some truth in it somewhere. Is no one has dispelled it. No one has said it's bullcrap. Everyone, all the big YouTubers, Redmen TV, are all on it, but no one is really denying it. Now, when we like Koulibaly, like Pierce comes out and goes, "Oh no, it's Liverpool won't buy that," but everyone's not saying a word about Mbappe. I don't think it'll happen this season. I think it will have happened eventually because I think he does want to play for Klopp. I think he's got this thing in his head. Eventually, that's where I want to go.
I think James Pierce said it, didn't he? He said that Liverpool would like Mbappe, but the money side of it is just too much. And I know that people have said with the Nike kit deal, it's not, it'd be a lot cheaper and things like this, but still, it'll be massive. You're looking, he could even be the first player to get over 250 million right now. So, it's going to be, I'd say maybe not next year, maybe the year after, maybe Mbappe 2022. Like, I'd take it.
But on that, Connor, a player like Mbappe, 250 million sounds a lot, but when you look at a lot, so everyone moaned when Juventus paid 118 million for Ronaldo at his age. Within 1 month, they'd made up the money from shirt sales.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool would punt 250 on Mbappe because they know they'd get a lot of that back in shirt sales. It would take us, and buying Mbappe, that would just signal to everybody, boys, forget the Premier League for 5 years, forget the European Cup for 5 years. This is Liverpool's. Honestly, I really do think that would be statement over because he is the king apparent once the two big boys go. He is the next one up. Everyone goes on about him from Man United. I won't mention his name because he's a dickhead, but Pogba. I hate saying his name. Mbappe won that the World Cup. He was the best player in the tournament by a mile. He is, and all right, he's in the best side in France, but he's still smashing. He's outscoring Neymar. He's smashing him in. He's brilliant.
Yeah. I think me and a couple of my mates when we were on the PS, Ryan and a couple of lads, it's interesting to see France were geared up for Pogba and Juventus when he was at Juventus. It got the best out of him. In France, he had Matuidi and Kante next to him. He didn't have to do any defending at all. And you had obviously Griezmann up front, obviously the likes of Giroud, who played fantastic with France in the World Cup. Link-off play between you had Griezmann and Mbappe as well down on the other wide area, and whoever played up front for France anyway. But that was the ideal.
Thomas Lemar, it was.
Yeah, it was Lemar.
Yeah.
It was so geared up. They had a fantastic squad. But in terms of Liz, nice one, Liz. Hi, boys. Nice one, Liz, for joining the live stream. Come on, you Red Shay. Get in, lads. Hopefully, you're all still out celebrating anyway. Well, in the proximity of home anyway. Be behaving. Aguero isn't my favourite person, but he truly is a talent, Liz. Absolutely spot on there. I think we were talking about Aguero being a miss for Manchester City against Liverpool. In terms of, and if every LFC fan chips in $1, we can get Koulibaly. Hey, I reckon Michael Edwards, if he sets up a GoFundMe, I reckon if he has, how many? Just think about the millions of Liverpool fans around the world donated £1, and I think we'd definitely be able to get the funds, no matter how much Napoli want. If it's 100 million, we'll get him. But I tell you, Michael Edwards, get started on that GoFundMe, la. Can we put we'll get to Ryan's comments as well. Obviously, we're talking about Norwich. Everyone, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As Doug mentioned before, they probably are the greatest team. I don't know. This might be a big statement. Are they the greatest Premier League team to go down? I don't know. There's probably been some mad teams, but I don't know.
Maybe to finish bottom.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to a point that Mickey made, that 250 million for Mbappe. I think a team would pay that, but I tell you something. There's a Real Madrid defender, Rafael Varane, who has a 428 million buyout clause in his Real Madrid contract. I just don't see anyone going for Varane. I think he's going to. I actually read somewhere that that like Indicalia or whatever page that is. They've been linking us with Harvey Barnes recently. Like, really? I'm like, nah. He's a good player. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Harvey Barnes, but Sadio Mane. He's not going to get his game ahead of Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that Indicalia piece to say, Liverpool being linked with Rafa Varane, and I'll just reply, no, we're not. 428 million buyout clause.
Yeah.
Get stuffed.
He's a phenomenal player, Varane, but I think he'll stay at Real.
The thing is, though, Barcelona players and Real Madrid players, they are all like that. They all have like buyout clauses out for like 300, 400 million. And it's like, why? Like, why? It's so ridiculous.
It's the law in Spain, apparently.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's the law in Spain that they have to have a buyout clause.
Well, I want
to do with taxes.
Yeah, it might be. I want a frigging law that says no one can buy out front three unless they have 800 million pounds.
I think Edwards is hard at work etching that into the bottom page, probably the 7th page at the back. If anyone signs our lads.
Listen, they're going nowhere. They're happy. They've just won the Premier League. They know they're in a team that's going to win trophies. That's what they want. If we hadn't won anything last year or this year, then perhaps they may have moved on, and you wouldn't have blamed them.
Someone called Roberto Firmino the Brazilian Benteke earlier on Twitter.
It's obviously someone that don't know anything about football.
Exactly.
Yeah. Liz, in terms of Norwich is going to get petrified if they do go down anyway. I think they'll really struggle to keep hold of most of their players anyway. We are fans of champions of the Premier League, definitely, Liz. In terms of dream signing, Shay, just before we do shoot off, everyone, hope you had a lovely night, every single one of you. I really appreciate these 3 legends for coming on, and every single one of you for tuning in. But we'll get through all the last bit of your comments, everyone. But hopefully this has all gone good and well. Really do appreciate Connor for introducing me to the world of StreamYard. Surprisingly, I've never heard of it. And Connor was like, having a laugh. I was just about 2 months ago. He's like, how old are you? I'm like, 25. like, you never heard of it? I'm like, I sat there for like a good 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, sorry, that. you were so disappointed that I'd never heard of it, didn't you?
To be fair, guys, like whenever we're in the group chat and we introduce new things to each other, we're like, how on earth have you never heard of this?
But yeah, right. Just start. We end with it's quickly. Yeah, we go with Shays. Who would you like to be brought in terms of, and who do you think could take us to the next level? I think Shay, we mentioned Koulibaly and Kevin De Bruyne a bit before, mate, but I think they'll be all of them. Dream signing, probably those two. Obviously, Mbappe, we just talked about then. I think he would be the top of everyone's dream list. If we had to all wish for something for Christmas, it would be Kylian Mbappe. But yeah, thank you very much, lads, for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Follow Mickey Fries. Mickey, what's your handle on Twitter so everyone can?
It's mfriars50.
Yeah, thank you very much, La. Mickey will be starting a YouTube channel very soon, anyway, in the future. But we'll be supporting with every step of the way, anyway. So stay tuned for that. Douglas, what's your handles are? Thank you very much for coming on as well, as always.
Yeah, you can see on the screen. My Twitter is nroad1992, but obviously come and follow me on the Dugout Football channel. Obviously, I did a live match preview of Man City Liverpool earlier, so obviously go check that out. You'll find me on Instagram at Douglas.Horn, and then Facebook is just simply Douglas James Horn. So come and find me. Yeah, make sure you do head over to subscribe. Connor, well, what's all your socials if people are new anyway?
Yeah, so as you can see on screen, the Cop Council on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Just at the Cop Council on it all. And yeah, I hope to see you all there. And my match preview is out tomorrow for the Manchester City game.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But nice one, Reds. Hope you're having a lovely night, continuing the celebrations. I think we will try and get a transfer video up this week. On the channel anyway, but we'll try and record, obviously see if we can get Dave on and a couple of the other Liverpool content creators on as well, possibly if you would like to go on. I think Doug's got his tunes on, he's still celebrating there. But
I was just tempted to sing Championes, away, away, away.
I'm going to do a Klopp dad dance when we finish, you know what I mean?
Hey, I tell you, Klopp, everyone, we'd all give Klopp 10 out of 10, wouldn't he? He's got some quality dance moves.
He's a better bloody dancer than Alan Pardew, let's put it that way. Yeah. I think you'll see a couple of dance moves at the end of the season, Klopp whipping them out at Anfield over the PA. Anyway, but everyone, have a quality night. Thank you very much, every single one of you, for tuning in. And as always, Reds, you'll never walk alone. Cheers.